The summoning circle blazed with ethereal fire as the Dragon Queen, Vextharian the Eternal, materialized in the grand chamber of the Galactic Council. Her scales shimmered like molten gold, each one etched with runes older than most civilizations present. Wings that could blot out suns folded against her massive form as she surveyed the assembled representatives with eyes like burning stars. I invoke the ancient rite. Her voice resonated through every mind present, bypassing language entirely. My realm faces extinction. The void swarm consumes all. I ask for a champion, one warrior to stand beside me in the final battle. The council chamber erupted in chaos. The Krill delegates, insectoid warriors renowned across 3 galaxies, immediately volunteered their finest soldier. The Thoraxians, cybernetic juggernauts, who had never lost a single combat, demanded the honor. Even the peaceful Luminari offered their greatest monk warrior, a being who had achieved physical perfection through 10,000 years of meditation. Ambassador Chen of Earth sat quietly, fingers steepled, watching the Dragon Queen's eyes. Those ancient eyes swept across the volunteers and found them wanting. One by one, Vextharian rejected them. Too rigid, too proud, too bound by their own sense of invincibility, humanity. The Dragon Queen's gaze finally settled on Chen. You are young. Barely 3 centuries since you joined the stars. What can you offer? Chen smiled, thin and knowing. We offer what we have always offered, Your Majesty. Hope, hope. Vextharian's laugh was like thunder. Hope does not stop the void. Hope does not turn back the infinite hunger. I need strength. I need fury. You need someone who has already lost everything and still chose to stand up. Chen interrupted, and the chamber gasped at the audacity. You need someone who understands that battles aren't won by those who cannot imagine defeat, but by those who have tasted it and refused to swallow. The Dragon Queen leaned forward. Interested now. You speak in riddles, human, no riddle, just truth. Chen activated a holographic display. This is Cataline. The image showed a girl, no more than 16 standard years. Dark hair pulled back in a practical braid. Eyes too old for her face. A prosthetic left arm that she wore like a badge rather than a burden. The council erupted again. Outrage, insult, madness. You mock the Dragon Queen. The Krill ambassador chittered. You send a child? The Thoraxian representative's mechanical voice dripped with disbelief. Chen waited for silence. Cataline is a survivor of the New Perth colony incident. She was 12 when the raiders came. Watched her entire family executed. Spent 3 years in a labor camp on Kepler-4 for to be. Lost her arm in the mines. Escaped at 15 by organizing a rebellion with nothing but improvised weapons and sheer determination. She's been training with our Special Warfare Division ever since. She is still a child, Vextharian said, but her voice had changed. Curiosity colored it now. She's a human, Chen replied. And humans don't fight because we're the strongest or the fastest. We fight because we're too stubborn to die. We fight because even when the universe tells us we've lost, we look it in the eye and say not yet. Cataline embodies that better than anyone I know. The Dragon Queen was silent for a long moment. Then, bring her. Cataline stood before the Dragon Queen 3 days later, aboard Vextharian's Citadel ship hovering at the edge of the void. The girl didn't flinch, didn't bow, didn't show fear. She simply met those burning eyes with her own steady gaze. You are the champion humanity sends, Vextharian said. Not a question, I'm what showed up, Cataline replied. That good enough? The dragon's laugh was genuine this time. Why did you come, child? You know this is likely death. Cataline shrugged. Been dead before. Didn't take. Besides, someone's gotta do it, right? Might as well be me. You've seen the tactical briefings. The Void Swarm has consumed 17 systems. Trillions dead. My people, the last dragons in this universe, face extinction. Our weapons barely slow them. Our magic merely delays the inevitable. Why do you think you can make a difference? Because I'm not here to win, Cataline said simply. I'm here to fight. There's a difference. Vextharian tilted her massive head. Explain. Winning means you had a chance and took it. Fighting means you never had a chance and took it anyway. You don't need someone who thinks they can win, Your Majesty. You need someone who'll fight even when losing is certain. That's the human specialty. for the first time in her 10,000-year life. Vextharian felt something she'd forgotten: hope. The battle lasted 3 days and nights. The void swarm came, an endless tide of crystalline horror that devoured light itself. Catiline fought beside the Dragon Queen, not as a soldier following orders, but as an equal partner in defiance. When Vextharian's fire faltered, Catiline jury-rigged explosive charges from damaged ship components. When Catiline's ammunition ran dry, the Dragon Queen's claws bought her time to reload. When both were exhausted, they stood back to back and refused to fall. And something impossible happened. The void swarm, which had never retreated, which had never known anything but consumption, hesitated. Because in Catiline and Vextharian, it encountered something it had never faced before. Will that could not be broken. Hope that could not be consumed. Defiance that burned brighter than any star. The swarm withdrew, not defeated, but confused, uncertain. For the first time in its existence, it had encountered prey that refused to be prey. When Catiline returned to the Galactic Council, battered and scarred but alive, she found the Dragon Queen waiting. "You saved my people," Vextharian said. "You a child by any measure." "Nah," Catiline grinned, her prosthetic arm sparking slightly. "We saved each other. That's what humans do. We're not the strongest. We're not the smartest. But we're really, really good at not being alone." Ambassador Chen smiled from across the chamber. The other species present finally understood what humanity had known all along. Strength isn't measured in muscle or technology. It's measured in the stubborn, irrational refusal to give up when every logical calculation says you should. The Dragon Queen asked for a champion. Humanity sent a child, and the child taught the universe what it means to be human.